going to be visiting the dark web version of the Internet Strangest websites. This is the final and technically fourth part of the series, so I made
dark
a playlist
web.
you can check out at the top right of the screen if you want to watch
I've seen
all the
that
episodes.
movie.
For my safety
Unfriended.
and yours, I will not be sharing the links. Go watch the other parts of this series. Anyway, in case you guys don't know about the dark web, you can only access it using Tor web browser, not Google Chrome, not Firefox, not Internet Explorer. I don't know why you would use that anyway. This allows you to go into.
Well, it's not called Internet Explorer now. It's Edge.
The websites usually consist of random numbers. In the last video, we covered the basics, and this time I just decided.
Tor was made by the CIA.
And clicking and clicking. So
is that true? I remember that rumor floating around back when I was learning what the dark and deep web and shit was. Was Tor actually made by the CIA? It was made by the Navy. Oh, we're getting. Oh, there's like a fucking civil war in the chat. Was it the Navy or the CIA? On Tuesday, the CIA announced its own Tor Onion service. So the CIA, I guess, is getting into the dark web space. What are they, like, releasing dark web NFTs? I don't know. This is a weird announcement from 2019. The United States Naval Research Laboratory. I'm assuming it's just the first thing that popped up. Yeah, it looks like it was the Navy. So besides like arms purchasing and like illegal shit, what is the point of the dark web? Like, I can't imagine people are accessing the dark web going through Tor to look up like video game walkthroughs. That seems like there's no way that happens on the dark web. Who's going on the dark web like, bruh, I'm really looking to buy some crocodile. Oh, someone's selling. All right, here's my credit card info. No one's typing that shit in on the dark web. No fucking chance. No one's dumb enough to do that, right? College kids? Nah, I don't believe that for even a second. Nobody would. They're absolutely using like Monero or some kind of crypto or something. They're not going to be using like their actual just fucking Visa card.
Revenge. Now you might be saying, we already covered revenge in the last video. Yes, but those websites were taken down. Won't be sharing the name of the website, but I'll show you guys the layout. So right out of the gate, you're given a list of female names to browse through. If you click on a name...
This used to exist on the surface web for what it's worth. Tuv even covered it once. There used to be a website that was all for revenge porn, and eventually the guy who ran it faced, how many years in jail? I don't remember how many, but yeah, he got fucking blasted. But this was something back in the early internet days that existed just on, you know, you could go on AOL and just look at revenge porn. It was fucking crazy. He got 18 years? Was it 18 years? You might be right.
There are two options: the lifetime basic.
Yeah, see, buy with Bitcoin.
Premium.
You're not typing in credit card info.
$150 and includes lifetime membership, daily updates, 101 gigabytes in leaked amateur content, which is 69,300 photos,
Christ.
3,405 video, and plus a VIP section, an IP cam section, spy cam recordings, NAS Synology section, and unsorted content, which apparently they have 10 terabytes worth of. So yeah, the IP cam section.
Holy shit.
Like, dude, I feel so bad for the girls that don't even know their laptop is hacked and people are just watching them. Random people are just watching them.
That's another crazy thing. Do you guys remember that back in early internet days? There was a time, I don't remember if it was Macs, but there was some laptop that shipped with a webcam built in, and it was extremely easy to access. So easy, in fact, there was a website set up on Surface Web where it would just be like a roulette. You just click a button and it'd take you to some random guy's webcam. You could just watch them living their lives. Was it Dell? It might have been Dell. Yeah, so you just have this roulette of just watching people's lives through their webcam. They had no idea. It was fucking wild. It was wild. So then, like, it was such a big deal that eventually the experts were like, if you own this laptop, just put a piece of tape over the webcam. Otherwise, you are most likely being watched.
You exist. But I just want to let you guys know that. I'll provide some Amazon links in case you guys want to buy some webcam covers. Disgusting fantasies.
You don't want to look at my webcam? Yeah, like... It's just one of those fucking creepy things, man. I don't think looking through those webcams ever really, like, nothing like crazy ever happens, but it's still just fucking scary to think about.
If you are not of legal age, or if this type of material is not legal in your jurisdiction, do not enter. This site contains absolutely no videos, photos, 3D rendered art, or other illustrations of or adults. If you're looking for any of that, you're in the wrong place. It's basically saying, we have a bunch of these, like,
shit's like a Tumblr blog.
About
the fuck?
Not only that, but they have 2 pedophilic prevention campaign advertisements to deter the users from doing anything in real life. They're obviously only doing this so it seems like, hey, we're actually the good guys. We're preventing this stuff from happening in real life, when in reality they're just providing the acceptance, normalization, and culture of files.
That is something that is, I've seen this on Twitter. There's a verified account, couple 100,000 followers from what I recall, They have this belief that if we could just use AI to generate fake children for porn, it would solve pedophiles. There is a group of people that genuinely believe that providing, like, more child porn but without real people, that it would somehow get rid of, like, pedophiles. It is the most ass-backwards idea ever. It's fucking disgusting. They've made this post like, this is where I think deepfakes need to go. We need to create deepfakes of children in pornographic settings, so that way people would no longer be incentivized to use real children in child porn. It blew my fucking mind, and there were people supporting that. Like, all that does is provide more child porn for pedophiles and make the market even bigger for people to fucking film that shit in the real world. It's crazy. It's crazy. Twitter is just the most outrageous wasteland of horrible ideas. That's what this just reminded me of. I think it was actually Mudahar who commented on that. I don't remember what the account was that was talking about it. I know they deleted it shortly thereafter.
Minor, and it's still illegal to have on your device. Take Lolly, for example. Even though they're just drawings, you can be arrested and charged with a crime if you possess lolicon in any form. Other countries have also...
Oh, wait, let me read that. I didn't know that. Is that real? You can actually get arrested for Lolly? So what is Twitter talking about then where it's like, it's not illegal? In fact, Lolly is something to be celebrated.
So enacted laws making Lolly... We offer the best collection of real snuff and authentic R-word pictures and video clips.
Jesus
Thousands of
Christ.
photos, videos, comics, and books. Join us for your very special never forget experience. For a small one-time fee, you have unlimited access forever. We add always new forbidden content, completely safe and anonymous.
Jesus.
The document. The stuff on that document is absolutely fucking insane. The worst part is that they provide image proof. So, they provide image proof by using these web links. Everything that I'm about to say is real.
They use Reddit?
They provide some video proof too. I did check out some of them, and oh my god, I never want to go back. Like, deadass, I never want to fucking go back. I never want to see those images again, but it is real. I'm letting you guys know. This shit is real. Let's go over the document. I was actually kind of stupid and I downloaded the fucking text document. I don't know why I downloaded it. I downloaded something from the dark web. It's on my computer now. It's just a dot.
It's like a J-Station video. I downloaded some shit from the dark web. Now all of a sudden I'm an 8-foot smurf. I accidentally drank the Amogus potion at 3 a.m. from the dark web. Jesus Christ, tough.
Yeah. So the first thing they're claiming to sell are guns. We have sniper rifles, Mossberg 500, TOZ rifles, Kalashnikov rifles. I've never heard of that. But it says made in Russia, not China, from the other video. So let's just go into something shocking. This one, bro, this is what really got me. Video filmed according to your script with torture, R-word, snuff, etc. We need from you how many actors will be, race, gender, and your script/scenario. I can't believe
Jesus Christ.
The youngest actor we had, 4 days after she is born. The oldest actor we had, 93-year-old woman.
Holy
I'm assuming
fuck.
It's kidnapped people, blended up babies in smoothies. A classic smoothie is a drink made from pure raw fruit and or vegetables using a blender. Classic smoothie is a healthy type of cocktail that you can drink for breakfast or a bit later. But we have a special smoothie. It's made from newborns. We place in blender the newborn with or without legs/hands.
Nah, that's no fucking shot.
And blend until the mixture is source smoothies from newborns strictly in the refrigerator or cool place.
That one seems very fake.
Also buy male and female genitalia, just like they're obviously
I don't know about that one. That one doesn't seem like a real thing.
Safe and secure container will be transferred and marked as for medical school. So they got their own methods to.
That's CIA bait.
Legit.
Yeah, it definitely seems like bait.
Cocaine, and why does that even matter? What? By reading the names, I recognize some of them. It's extremely fucking illegal. They're also selling the Logan Paul video. You guys know which one, which is a complete shock to me. It was like a YouTuber on this list. What was going on? But you know what Logan Paul video I'm talking about.
Can't you just find that on archive.org?
60 FPS.
Why would you buy that on the dark web? Pretty sure it's on archive.org.
Check out their image proof and like
it makes you tier 1 Ash.
And you guys don't worry about my mental health. A lot of people comment like, I hope your mental health is good. It's good, bruh. I'm gonna go play GTA after this, right? But thank you guys so much for just
yeah, it's the Logan Paul Forest video.
It's a blessing.
I'm pretty sure it's on archive.org.
You guys, like, don't worry about me. Go on with your life. And I'll see you guys. Actually, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys next time I upload.
Nice. So besides like illegal shit, is there any reason to go on the dark web? I know Mudahar's made a few videos on like other things besides like the worst shit on there, but what else is there? Besides just a bunch of illegal shit. to get around taxes. Wait, there's like accountants on there. You could charge for like services to evade taxes or something. That's more just illegal shit though. I'm saying like besides all illegal shit, people just go there to hang out sometimes. Oh, well, if it was made by the Navy, then why the hell was it made and has a bunch of illegal stuff on it? Well, the reason it has a bunch of illegal stuff on it is because the anonymity. That's like the whole point of the dark and deep web. As for why it was made, that I don't really know. It's probably to get around like surveillance or something maybe. I'm just spitballing. He's a tier 1 poopy ranger. Let's see what crimes were caught on Twitch. Off the top of my head, can I think of any crimes? Turkey, the Turkish community on Twitch was recently just caught in a massive scandal of money laundering through Twitch bits and donations. That's probably on here. What else? CSGO Lotto? Would that be on here, you think?
Twitch started off as just
Prime
TV.
Raptor.
A man strapped the camera to his head and would live stream everything that happened to him 24/7. Eventually, the site grew and welcomed people from all over the world to
I used to stream on Justin
TV. The company had a
TV.
name change, which we now know as Twitch, and in 2014 was bought out by Amazon for $970 million. The first thing I want to do is talk about the horrible Twitch staff. Now, it's very known that Twitch has some, let's say, biased staff. Every other month, it seems like a female streamer gets banned and then unbanned within the same week, whereas a male streamer can get banned for the same thing, if not something less harmful, and end up getting permanently banned. This has been proven time and time again, with the most recent case being about Narcissa Wright, a Twitch streamer that literally tweeted out, "I want to kill myself and shoot people at Twitch headquarters."
That story is very sad, honestly.
Who was banned, and then what do you know? Unbanned a few days later. I mean, if you ask me, that should have been a permanent ban, but no. We see in this tweet here that they're reducing her ban, and basically, you know, she got unbanned, is what I'm trying to say.
Point is, Twitch, I see where your bans come, I see where they come from, but it's like, to me, it's just like, this situation, shoot people at the Twitch headquarters?
Should be a permanent ban. Now, why? Are the Twitch staff just full of simps? Yeah. And in all honesty, it does seem like Twitch has favorites. Sometimes the reasoning for people getting banned is so stupid, but then if a female does it, again, this is not every single
correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't she rebanned after being... Or... Wasn't she rebanned after being unbanned and then banned again? I'm pretty sure they did correct that mistake. The whole Narcissa Wright story is extremely sad, though. That situation is horrible. I don't think many people know like the whole lore behind Narcissa Wright, but it's a honestly really sad story. Tell it? I can give the cliff notes. Back in the early days of Twitch, really Twitch was built on the back of speedrunning for a little while, like Siglimic, Cosmo Wright. Really the two of them were like pillars of streaming content on Twitch, and started to really get a lot of headlines, and then eventually ADGQ was rolling around, AGDQ started popping off. Cosmo Wright was a prolific speedrunner in Zelda games, Wind Waker, Ocarina of Time, all of that. And then over time, started to lose interest in speedrunning. I remember, I think it was 2016, Cosmo Wright entered into a Nintendo-sanctioned competition with a guy named John Numbers, where they were playing Mario Maker as a contest. And Cosmo Wright got blown out and didn't really return to streaming after that, if I recall correctly. And then after that, Cosmo Wright's mental health seemed a little spotty from what people were seeing. Eventually, Cosmo Wright transitions into Narcissa Wright, and from there, the streams that she would do were really focused on like really negative things, and it was very like a toxic environment. Eventually, Narcissa stopped streaming for a while, and what I understood is that she just outright stopped altogether. And then she posted that tweet about wanting to kill herself, and then the Twitch staff, which obviously turned a lot of heads as like, hey, what the fuck is this? So that's where the story's at. There's a lot more nuance to it, but that's kind of like the Cliff Notes breakdown. That whole story there, a lot of like sad and unfortunate things happened along the way. But since I was so big into watching Siglimic, Cosmo, that whole community of speedrunners, it's something I actively followed for a really long time.
Stephen Heyman. On August 31st, 2018, Stephen Heyman and John DiPietro, I hope I said that right, were on their way to Dragon Con, a convention made for gamers, comic enthusiasts, science fiction fans, and more.
Sounds like a joke, like Dragon D's nuts.
This is called IRL streaming. In Atlanta, Georgia, a man is seen approaching John and pins him to the ground. We can't see much, but we do get a full view of what the man looks like.
Oh shit. Ow. JP, just let go. JP, just let go.
What the fuck is happening?
JP, just let go of it. JP, just let go of it.
Wow.
You can hear
that was awfully calm.
Say, JP, just let go. And this is due to what I'm assuming is John not wanting the man to take his camera, which the man did end up stealing. From the reports I've read, it seems like the man was never caught. The YouTube comments were full of L friend, this dude is such a bad friend, and comments like that. But honestly, that was the best thing to do. You don't know if someone is carrying a knife or a firearm, and your life really isn't worth getting killed over something as simple as a camera or your wallet, when you could just...
Love how the dude didn't help. Bro, you're not gonna... Just give up the camera. Everyone shits on Dale Brown for giving like survival advice for how to like survive in an intense situation and disarm the attacker, and you guys give him shit. But the optimal thing to do is to not fight back. Just give your camera. Again, like Tuv just said, could have a knife, could have a gun, and that guy's big as fuck. That guy was significantly more jacked than Steven here. Just give up the fucking camera. Like, I guarantee if this guy did fight back and got his ass beat, people would give him much more shit anyway. Or he could have lost his life over it for a camera.
The police officer explains the call and asks Mr. Big for his name. Mr. Big explains that he doesn't need to give him any sort of information.
Oh boy, you went full Reddit.
It's honestly a pretty long and petty back and forth from both of them, up until the cop places Mr. Big under arrest. I would say wrongfully place him under arrest. I mean, he did have his right to not say anything. Cops can always arrest you based on suspicion. You know, it didn't seem in the clip like there was any suspicion of anything other than just the way Mr. Big was acting. Anyway, so Mr. Big gets arrested, right? They leave and they close the door. So a few minutes after the arrest, the door opens and reveals a neighbor, presumably the one that made the complaint, walking in and stealing a pair of shoes and a headset. He then returns and steals what seems to be his phone and a watch. I tuned into Mr. Big's Twitch page, and to my surprise, he still streams. Well, he took a break and is back and averages about 5 to 10 viewers.
That's
so I decided to ask him a couple questions.
What a galaxy brain scheme,
Make sure to show him some love and make sure to tell him
fucking supervillain mastermind.
I'm a YouTuber. Yeah, he was charged. Nice. Was a career criminal, man. Had a lengthy criminal history. I think he did 3 years for that shit.
I tried looking his name up in like a Washington police directory or something. I checked a lot of websites and I did not find a Jeremy Frost ad. Not that I don't believe you, Mr. Big. It's just that I would have liked to pull up his mugshot. RickyBot. RickyBot was a 43-year-old man who streamed himself playing Pokemon Go.
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do,
Pokemon Go is a mobile game which requires you to go outside in order to catch different. Since the man stole 3 cell phones and the camera itself. RickyBot was taken to a local hospital with a laceration on the side of his head and a swollen right cheek. That same night, Ricky put out a series of tweets reading, "I got mugged playing Pokemon Go in Central Park. Still talking to police and will go to the hospital soon. My jaw is a mess. Thanks all. My Twitch account got suspended. Literally insult to injury."
Yeah, that's another fucked up thing that Twitch used to do. I don't know if they still do. If a crime gets captured on stream, or like something like that, I guess, where you get your ass beat on stream, they just ban the account outright, which is weird. I remember there was that guy who was involved in a hit and run while streaming. At least I think it was a hit and run. Oh, no. There was a streamer who, while streaming IRL, accidentally captured like a shootout, I think it was. Like a guy shot at a car on his stream, and the guy got banned for it. It's really like a weird policy they have in that department when you capture something like that. That's technically against TOS, but you had no control over it, and it would also be good evidence. So I don't know why they'd like take it down. But yeah, that was something they did for all of those kind of cases. I remember that. I don't know if they still do though. Yeah.
So if I'm streaming, right, I have a malicious friend for some reason in my house, right? He comes in, says a slur, runs out. I'm getting banned. Right? It's, I hate it so much. And this poor man got pinned down to the ground and robbed. And Twitch is like, oh, nah, that's violent. Take it down. It's like, there's a lot of stuff about Twitch that rubs me the wrong
that policy
way.
is terrible.
In case you're wondering how Ricky is doing now.
How do they justify it? Because I know they even put out a statement about it. I'm kind of curious. Where can I find those guidelines? Again, I don't know if they still do it, though. But where can I find it? Because I'm curious what they did to defend it. They don't want people faking it for clout. I remember bits and pieces back with the guy who captured a shooter on stream. I think they said something like, we're doing it to keep the VOD private for everyone involved and sharing it with the police or something. Thanks for your subcatamon. I don't remember. If I could just remember what that case was, I'm sure I could find their tweet about it that clarified. Does anyone remember what it was? Because it was a pretty big one. That one got mainstream attention. A streamer had captured like a shootout on stream on Twitch. It was valuable information for the crime, and they banned the account, which then made it inaccessible. Was it North Hollywood shootout? Man, what the fuck? This was 1997 North Hollywood shootout. I remember that. This was not Twitch, fucking asshole. That one though changed law enforcement drastically. So this is totally unrelated to anything we're watching here with the Twitch crimes. This shootout is fucking crazy. So 2 robbers were armed to the teeth, like full-blown juggernaut from Modern Warfare 2. And they robbed a store. And the police showed up and they just started blasting. Like the guys full auto, just letting it all hang loose. Oh, it was a bank. They robbed the bank. Yeah, that's what it was. Robbed the bank, just blasting. And the cops were shooting back, but their handguns weren't powerful enough to pierce their armor. So they couldn't actually stop them. They couldn't actually prevent them from leaving or doing anything. So they just kept walking away, taking bullets from the police while firing back. The police got so desperate for firepower, they started, I believe they raided a nearby gun store for like shotguns and other items, and as well as like just trying to find anything with a higher caliber. And it was such a long, drawn-out shootout that post North Hollywood shootout, they started arming police officers much more heavily, like more firepower in their vehicles. It was crazy. The whole thing was captured on helicopter. In fact, the only reason it even ended is because one of the officers got a lucky shot on one of their ankles, because their ankle was slightly exposed, so they hit his ankle, he fell to the floor and knew he was going to be killed, so he took his own life. And then the other one, I think, got really desperate and just started walking at them or something like that. It was something like that. It was fucking crazy. Thanks to Prime Megalodon.
The streamer reacts and is then met with a handgun being pointed at his face, and he screams. Alright, don't roast his scream, because I'm pretty sure if any of us were in that position, we would not know what to do. But I know you chuckled after that scream, and I did too. But like, let's not be too hard on that
normal
scream. One of the thieves goes to keep his wife quiet, and you can hear the kids in the background. The other is beating the streamer repeatedly with brass knuckles, asking where the money is at.
How do people think it's fake then?
Doesn't have any money, but eventually I did find the name of the streamer, and that's TMoneyFG. It seems he doesn't stream anymore, and I couldn't find a YouTube channel, unless it's the one with 1 subscriber, but I doubt it. I also found his Twitter, and it's extremely botted. 16,000 followers and no likes on his recent tweet. Yeah, a little bit weird. You would think that if he faked this, he would at least gain clout from it. And if he faked it, I don't know if he would scream like that on purpose. Plus, why would you put your kids through something like this? I mean,
yeah, I don't think it's fake.
A lot of people were assuming that the wife set him up because she was too calm. That was stupid too. You can tell she's trying to stay calm for the kids. So
seems like a weird thing to fake if you don't even stream anymore.
Can't tell. The video looked.
Ah, someone found it. Found the streamer you're asking about. Look up Bees on My Head TV carjacking. He was banned for getting carjacked while viewers were trying to use the VOD to find the guy who robbed them. Twitch came out and clarified their policy in response, stating that streamers are responsible for anything shown on stream. That's exactly what I was thinking of. A carjacking, not a shootout around cars. You're absolutely right. Did he ever get his account back? Because this is like really a hardline stance. Twitch suspended his account for behavior caught on camera and has since informed the streamer he won't be getting it back anytime soon. Thanks again,
Security breach. No, not the Five Nights at Freddy's game. So 6 months ago, on October 6th, Twitch was hacked and a torrent
this was the
25 gigabytes worth of leaks appeared on 4chan, and that included source code, streamer earnings, encrypted passwords, and more. We bring to you today an extremely poggers leak. Twitch is an American video live streaming service that focuses on video game live streaming, including broadcast of esports competitions operated by Twitch Interactive, a subsidiary of Amazon.com. Their community is also a disgusting, toxic cesspool. Beginnings, mobile, desktop, desktop and video game console Twitch clients, creator payouts from 2019 until now. Find out how much your favorite streamer is really making. And then they link.
Did they ever release the second part to this?
Jeff Bezos paid $970 million for this, and we're giving it away for free. Hashtag do better Twitch. Though a bunch of stuff got leaked, people mainly focused on how much their favorite streamers were making. I mean, your passwords were at stake, but people were, you know, kind of mad at XQC for being a millionaire, which we all know. We all know he's a millionaire.
No, that was a surprise to everybody.
Saying they didn't make sense. It's really funny because a lot of Twitch streamers have their sub count like on the top of their heads. They're letting me know
that doesn't mean anything.
It just takes a little bit of math. And they claimed that a part 2 was coming out, but that never happened. Many people just assume it was an ex-Twitch employee or a Twitch employee who knew they were going to be fired.
I doubt it was an ex-Twitch employee.
Right, before I go, I'm just going to end this off with a big bang. I'm sure you guys remember the whole Save the Kids thing.
Who could forget?
When crypto was, I wouldn't say at its peak. I would say at its peak popularity within the internet culture, there were a lot of influencers really taking advantage of this. This doesn't even count the NFT thing, right? This is crypto. Crypto and NFTs are very similar, but they are different, right?
Shitcoins versus NFTs. Shit
there were a lot of influencers promoting a bunch of scam coins, and once their fans would like buy the coins, they would quickly just take all the money, dip, leave the coin with no value. I mean, even Aiden Ross admitted to doing this.
Chat, by the way, that MILF token shit I did a while back.
I remember this one.
I already told you guys, don't buy that shit. I got paid a bag to do that shit. Like, I don't give a fuck. How many of you guys actually bought it?
Oh my god.
Which was Ice Poseidon. Now, Ice Poseidon used to be a very popular Twitch streamer.
We know this one.
In case you guys haven't heard of him, he's very popular for getting swatted. Yeah, that's what he's known for. He once got swatted on an airplane.
I actually don't know if I'm allowed to watch his story on Twitch. We all know this one, though. He openly admitted to stealing, what was it, 500, what was it, $300 or $500,000 from a shitcoin that he was pumping. Just very open. Watch it? I'll just explain it. I made a whole video on it when it happened. Ice Poseidon was pumping a shitcoin. Somehow his community bought into it. He ran away with 300 to 500,000. I don't remember what number it was, but it was somewhere in that ballpark. And he then went on CoffeeZilla's channel and openly said, yeah, I took the money. I was worried the coin was going to lose some value, so I thought I might as well take the money before it hit zero. And he was just very open and honest. And then CoffeeZilla said, hey, why don't you just give the money back since you still have it? I see it in your wallet. You could give the money back. And he said, I could, but I don't want to. Yep. It was fucking crazy. It's only been a few weeks since we talked about that horrible hemorrhoid on Twitch that abused his son because he lost a Madden game. That story has a happy ending. Luckily, George R.R. Martin finished this tale. He got kicked out of the house by his wife and hasn't really said or done anything since. I guess he just faded into the football shadow realm. But then, yesterday, some other streamer saw this guy and must have said, I want to be like him, but worse. So we have an even worse father that came out of nowhere, a new anime villain here, and this pathetic urinal cake just exists to get pissed on. He fucking sucks at the games he plays, and he has some of the worst anger I've seen on Twitch. I went through a couple of his old shit, and it's nothing but him raging half the fucking streams. But last night, there was an eruption from this volcano of pathetic worthlessness. He storms out of his chair going off-screen, yelling and screaming at a child, saying that he's gonna break their neck, saying, I hate you. And the child is crying and screaming, and he goes on Twitter to say it wasn't directed at his daughter, it was directed at his dog. He was threatening to break his dog's neck, which makes everything okay. I'm going to show the clip now. It's very disturbing, just a heads up, and then we'll go over him trying to justify his absolutely disgusting behavior.
What the fuck, man? Oh my god, dude, I fucking pre-fired him! Dude. Okay!
Did you get head jaws by him too?
God, man. This fucking shit, dude. Change. Oh my god, stop fucking shitting in it! Stop shitting! I don't care, Riley. Shush. Stop fucking shitting yourself, dude. How hard is that? Christ, man. God damn, you stupid motherfucker. I fucking hate you, dude. Get the fuck out of my room, bro. Go! Get out! Go! The fuck out of my room, dude! Get out! I'm gonna break your fucking neck, dude. Get the fuck out!
He's yelling at a child, but he himself is the biggest child in that house, just having a full-on, whiny, pissed-pants baby meltdown. Oh no! Okay, dude! Oh. All because he just fucking sucks ass at his video game. And of course you could see some gamer tears crashing upon his Dorito-dusted desk as he gets up and then just starts to be abusive towards everyone around him. Now it's important to note that this clip is actually cut. It's not one continuous clip, but it's in two big sections. The first section where he goes, starts yelling and a child is crying as he says to stop shitting yourself, and then it's cut again when he gets up and he says to get the fuck out, I hate you, I'll break your neck. So there is two clips here. And in the first one, I think it's very clear that this is directed at his daughter. And he is a father, he has a daughter, this is his Twitter bio, aspiring gamer, single father of a beautiful 3-year-old, business owner. Look, I'm no fortune teller, I don't have a crystal ball, but I think this clip right here just single-handedly killed your business. I don't know what the business was, probably something fucking terrible though, like he probably sells gaming diapers because he's always shitting himself out of anger in his video games, so probably thinks there's a market for it, not realizing that he's just one of the only ones that gets that fucking mad at games. Now this asshole took a much different approach to the last abusive father on Twitch. That guy just left without saying anything, didn't bother to defend himself. This guy's doing everything he can to justify what happened here. So going on Twitter, we'll go over some of them. He says, anyone who believes that edited ass clip is severely misinformed. While I don't dismiss that I got overly upset, I was definitely 100% talking about my dog. The guy that I banned from my stream edited it to not seem so, but that's what it was. This guy even fucking writes like a child. And there's a lot of problems with this statement here. One, this guy gets about 2 viewers a stream, and I don't think he banned one of those 2 people, and I'm pretty sure both of those people are just him watching his own stream on different devices. The only reason this clip even surfaced is because the guy that killed him is a streamer, and his name is Frizzable, so he checked in on this guy's stream to see how he reacted to the kill, and he got blasted with this disgusting dose of garbage. That's the only reason this clip surfaced. It's not like there was some angry viewer that was just so upset that he got banned from his favorite streamer, Kill MF Cam. That was his favorite place to hang out. That's where the cool kids went to drink brewskis and watch some child abuse on stream, and when he got banned, he just couldn't take it. So he made a video to slander the poor guy. And then another problem with this statement is edited ass clip. There's only one edit. It's a continuous shot all the way up till when the child is crying, and then it cuts again to when he gets out of his chair to yell one more time saying, I hate you and I'll break your neck. It's not like a clip that's edited a lot. There's not a lot of editing going on there. They didn't have to try very hard to make you look like an abusive asshole, because that's clearly what you seem to be. Now in the second clip, it could be directed at someone that's not his daughter, since his daughter is no longer screaming and crying out of fear. So that's possible that it's directed at his dog. But does that make it any better, you cum dumpster scumbag? I don't think so. Animal abuse is still a horrible thing, also still a crime. The first clip though, I think it's pretty undeniable that that was directed at your daughter. You wouldn't talk to a dog that way, and your daughter is extremely fucking scared, crying. So I don't know how you could possibly make the argument that the first part of this clip is not directed at your daughter. Because even if it wasn't, it clearly seems like she feels that it is. He continues, you really said I threatened to break my dog's neck, not my 3-year-old son, and admitted to hitting your dog because you got angry, and think that sounds any better at all. And this dumb, stupid piece of shit says, yes it is, I am allowed to whoop my dog's ass. First of all, you fucking troglodyte, you used the wrong allowed. I've never even seen this mistake before. The word you were looking for is allowed, A-L-L-O-W-E-D, not allowed, A-L-O-U-D. That means you're speaking aloud. You fucking dumb idiot. Like, holy shit, you are so stupid. I didn't even know anyone could make this kind of mistake. But also, no, you're not allowed to whoop your dog's ass. That's called animal abuse, and you should not be allowed near any animals ever in the future. And your daughter shouldn't be in that household where you're beating dogs in the first place. He continues, whoop my dog's ass for being bad, dude. She's a pit, LMFAO. I whooped her butt twice and made her leave my bedroom, LMFAO. While it wasn't okay to sound so mad, it really wasn't what this guy edited it to be. This guy sucks. This guy fucking sucks. Every single statement he makes himself look worse and worse and worse. This guy is an insufferable asshole who apparently beats his dog in front of his daughter. So this is not acceptable. Even if in some far-off fantasy world at no point in that clip was any of that directed at his daughter, he openly admits to beating his dog, and you can hear his daughter crying about it. His most recent tweet to really cement his place as a good guy, a victim of slander, is this right here. I'm gonna go ahead and say one more time. To all that are concerned, I'm sorry I reacted the way I did. I did overreact, but my overreaction was in no way directed at my kid. That video is edited slander of me yelling at my dog. Though that doesn't excuse my anger, please realize. I mean, so this guy truly was the victim of just some horrible slander campaign. A smear campaign against the good guy, Killa MF Cam. Man, it's so upsetting to see just a normal, good, red-blooded American, hard-working man trying to beat his dog on stream and then getting slandered for it. Like, come on now. I feel so bad for the guy. Unbelievable that this good man would be the victim of such a horrendous, heinous slander video. Ugh, despicable. So yeah, this guy sucks. Luckily he was banned, so that's good to see. But he's still trying his best to make himself not look like an absolute piece of shit on Twitter, and continues to dig himself further into a hole by making it seem like in his delusioned mind that he believes it's okay to beat animals if they are misbehaving, or just beat them if you're mad at a game. And of course in the clip you can hear his daughter crying about it, so she doesn't like it. So I would argue that you're traumatizing your daughter and teaching her that it's okay to beat things when you're upset. So regardless of how you're going to try and spin this story, and you're not doing a good job of it anyway because you're admitting to a crime anyway, which is beating your dog, that's called animal abuse, that is still a crime. No matter what he's tried, he has made himself look like probably one of the worst streamers I've seen on Twitch. This guy is fucking horrible, and I just wanted to talk about it because this whole thing made me extremely mad. That's about it. So yeah. A clout-obsessed goofball on TikTok just ate parasites for views. He turned his stomach into Coachella for tapeworms when he knowingly ate tapeworms out of a fish that he was filleting, which to the surprise of no one apparently gave him a very serious parasitic infection here. Who could have seen that coming? He was eating tapeworms out of the fish like it was popcorn. I'm exaggerating a little bit. He did try to cook it to make it a little safer, but then I'll get into it a bit deeper in a moment. I'm getting into spoilers here for the anime arc. But anyway, his name is Nick, and his insatiable appetite for great high-quality fish was eclipsed by his gluttony for TikTok attention. I learned about this from a YouTuber named Atozi, so I appreciate him shedding light on this story because I wouldn't have seen it otherwise. So let's just get into it. Actually, pump the brakes real quick, hold your horses, sorry for the blue balls. In Atozi's video, he censors the part that shows the tapeworms because there's a lot of blood there, because obviously he's filleting a fish, so there's going to be blood. I don't know if you have to do that on YouTube, but I'm not going to for this. I feel if I don't show the tapeworms, then there's always going to be that question in the back of people's mind on, is it fake? Because most things on the internet are fake these days, but this one, I don't think is. It would be very impressive props here to have a fish with tapeworms that look like this.
Let's go fishing in the hurricane. I'm gonna be using a whopper flopper, which is a topwater lure. This guy's coming in at 13 inches and a quarter. He has some nice fillets on him. There's
Going all over the place.
Realizing that he has tapeworms, so it's gonna be pretty tough to eat.
I looked it up, and apparently if you cook the fish thoroughly, the tapeworm shouldn't affect you, but I can't say that I'm not experiencing problems after I ate it.
So everything was business as usual here. Nick is a big TikTok creator. He has over 6 million followers, and it was just a normal filleting of a fish until he saw the tapeworms, and then, oh boy howdy, he got some dollar signs in his eyes, and he started to recognize that that is the gold right there. He just got the jackpot, because now he had something that he could do that's a little different that would generate some views for him. Eat the tapeworms. Because for some reason, everyone's like so poisoned with content brain that even something that is detrimental to your health, like eating a tapeworm, is something that people think is a good idea because it'll get extra views with people pointing and laughing at you or calling you an idiot, and that's all that matters, is if you're getting extra attention. So he does it.
This is the filet I got. I seasoned it, threw it in the pan, and then presented it right next to the tapeworms, which was a mistake. Yo, low-key, like, the tapeworms add some flavor. They're pretty good. This might be TMI. It's been 2 days and I've not stopped going to the bathroom. I'm kind of afraid that I literally have tapeworms in my stomach. I've never gone to the bathroom this much in my life. I'm mildly concerned. If you know anything about this in the comments, please let me know because I'm kind of afraid that I have a parasite.
Hey Nick, I'm not a medical professional, but you ate tapeworms, so I'm going to say with a high level of confidence, you probably contracted a parasite. But, you know, I'm not highly educated when it comes to parasites. I'm just doing the old eyeball test here. Now, you can shit all over Nick like he's a public toilet seat. You can make fun of him for a lot of different things here for all the fuck-ups with eating the tapeworms, but one thing you can't hold against him, one thing you can't say he did wrong, was his presentation. He has a talent for plating, but I tell ya, that technique was flawless. The way he presented the filet and the tapeworms was exquisite. That's something Gordon Ramsay would give his stamp of approval to. That was S-tier plating right there. It's just a shame that he was plating a tapeworm buffet.
Update on the tapeworms that I ate the other day. I went to the doctor and he said it is more than likely that I have tapeworm or some kind of parasite inside me. I'm going to the bathroom nonstop. My stomach is killing me. He prescribed me 3 different medications that are anti-parasitic. We've all seen that video of the bear that has like a 50-foot tapeworm coming out of his butt, and that literally could have been me if I didn't get to the doctor in time.
I've never seen that video, Nick. I don't even know why you'd assume that I'd see that video. I'm not looking up bear ass, and certainly not infected bear ass. But now that I've seen the clip, what a wacky one, huh? Jesus Christ. That tapeworm leaking out of its anus, that looks like it's just landed after skydiving. Like, it looks like the parachute strings when you're, like, walking away with your parachute bag and all that hanging out. That is a crazy tapeworm. Is that some kind of world record, or is that kind of normal? I don't really look into, you know, parasites all that often, shockingly.
The doctor didn't know what kind of worm it was, so he just like gave me all the different anti-parasitic things. Some of the worms cause seizure, muscle damage, and like you can lose your eyesight because the worms get in there. If there is any lesson you learned from this, it would be do not eat worms inside of a bath.
A lesson I didn't think anyone ever needed to be taught. I feel like that's just basic common human knowledge that everyone would intrinsically be born with. The only reason you ate them is because your mind is so warped and rotted from all of this desire for more and more TikTok attention that for some reason you were able to justify putting your health at risk here. Now, interestingly, it only gets worse from here. So he went to the doctor, apparently got, you know, some medication to help combat the mystery worm inside of him, even though I don't think it's much of a mystery. If I was playing a game of Guess Who, I think I'd get this one on my first guess. I think the culprit is a tapeworm. I'll take the mask off of the villain here like it's Scooby-Doo. I think it's a tapeworm that you've contracted. Yeah, just a hunch. But anyway, he gets the medication. He's now got a plan of attack here to get himself feeling better. And then something very, very interesting happens. This video gets posted.
Update on the tapeworm situation with Nick. 7:30 this morning, Nick passed away at the Kaiser Hospital. I was with him over the last 24 hours and he wanted me to inform you guys on the situation. Nick was on anti-parasitic medication and unfortunately it was not working. The worm spread to his eyes and brain. By the time we made it to the hospital, it was clear that Nick was not going to be able to make it.
That's when the really dramatic organ music comes in. Doom! So he didn't survive, apparently. So this is a friend of his, I guess, announcing that he passed away from the tapeworms that he contracted from eating the fish. Much to the chagrin of his audience, who was very upset, saying things like, you know, fly high, Nick, you know, rest in peace, this and that. It's just a real sad situation to see someone go down this way.
Tomorrow Eternal Funeral Services is where we're going to be hosting something for Nick at 10:30 a.m. on Saturday. It is going to be an open casket. He wanted you to know. Hopefully you guys could all remember him fondly, and I'll be seeing you guys all at the service.
I apologize for the trauma I just gave you guys. I assure you I'm happy, I'm here, and I'm going to be making content for a very long time.
Oh my god, it's a miracle! He's not dead! Oh, we've been fooled! He played us like a fiddle. Wow! You know, just like Dino Spumoni, he faked his own death here with the ultimate goof. So, This is the cringiest shit ever. What's even wilder is the day before, or I don't know if it was exactly the day before, but the video before this, he actually had posted something about losing his brother, talking about the death of his brother here. And I think that one's being truthful. I don't think that one's also some kind of sick fucking twisted joke. So that's some psychopath shit to go from talking about the death of your brother into misleading your audience of children into thinking that you're dead. Now, no one watches the full video for things. Not on YouTube, not on TikTok. People don't even read past the headline on an article on Twitter before, you know, clicking off and already making up their mind about it. So not many people watch the whole video for when Nick came out of nowhere with a patriotic, heroic return. So most people just assume that the guy talking in the beginning here was being honest. You know, like they just took him at his word because they don't know any better. They're young kids on TikTok. It was also super weird that they just dropped a funeral service homepage and told people that there was a celebration of life, a funeral taking place there for Nick. And like I said, a lot of people didn't watch the whole video, so I'm curious if anyone actually showed up to that place expecting a service.
Don't cancel me, Nick made me do it.
The anti-parasitic medication did work, guys. I am feeling a lot better. I am editing this video right now, and it is definitely the wildest publicity stunt I've ever done. I have officially faked my own death.
I made a joke about Dino Spumoni, which is a reference to Hey Arnold. It's a guy who actually did fake his own death. That's not what you did, though. You didn't fake your own death. All you did was just lie. Like for only like 20 seconds, too. You just had your friend come out and say that you were dead. It's not faking your own death. That's just like a really lazy, lame prank. Like, that's like the pranks I would do on April Fool's Day in middle school when I'd tell my friends Dragon Ball Z spoilers that weren't real. Like, it's just dumb. Like, it's not some clever, crafty plot that you've hatched, like some genius plan to fool everybody. I think there's a good chance the tapeworms weren't actually defeated, and his friend is right. The worm spread to his brain. Because you have to have brain worms to have come up with this idea. It's so fucking stupid and weird.
I'm really happy that you guys are holding me accountable for this, because creators lying to their audiences is not cool, especially in the manner that I did. I was under the impression that because I was at the end of the video that it would wind up being taken as a lighthearted joke. I should have definitely seen that that was a super foolish take. It was just dumb.
Yeah, he followed it up with this apology video. His audience said, too much cringe, I'm out, lame joke, trash, goodbye. And he's like, wait a minute, I'm sorry. This was dumb. I don't know what I was thinking, it was stupid. You know, I can't tell you how effective it was. I'm not overly familiar with Nick outside of the tapeworms saga here. But yeah, I just wanted to cover this story because it's just a perfect example of how delusional people have become, that they will put their health at risk just for the sake of a couple extra views on TikTok, and then follow through with even stupider plans like pretending that you died for like 20 seconds, I guess for the sake of shock views or something. I don't really know, but it's just all very stupid. I want to talk about it. That's about it. So yeah. It's super common for TikTokers to treat fast food employees like props. They've been programmed by that app to believe that fast food employees are just NPCs there for their amusement and their clout. And it's very common when it comes to pranksters where they'll just go in there and harass them for some absolute garbage trash. However, there is one new TikTok superstar that's blossoming. A buddy of mine sent me this page earlier today. I'm guessing this guy's getting some steam going right now. He's kind of like the god emperor of the goof troop who's trying to use fast food employees as props, but in a positive way. A good deed, if you will.
You look hungry.
Okay.
Are you hungry?
Sure.
Pick any spot you want, we got you a free meal.
Alright. Like anywhere?
Anywhere.
Just give me a pink drink from Starbucks.
Just a pink drink?
Yep.
Alright, we'll be back.
Okay, bye.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yeah, what's all the hype about the pink drink? I feel like everyone starts getting it.
I don't know. I really was confused and I didn't know what to say, to be honest.
What a saint. A truly selfless act that you would read about in the Bible. This man is a hero, and luckily he recorded it so we can all suck his meat. Beautiful. It's just so wholesome. Tugging on your heartstrings. Oh, God, I'm about to fail the try not to cry challenge, man. It's just so moving and inspirational.
I just know you're hungry. Are you?
See, I'm fat. I'm always hungry.
No, not like that, but we're saying you pick any spot you want, we'll get you a free meal.
So, are you hungry?
Yeah, I guess.
Pick any spot you want, we got you a free meal.
He comes at the workers so aggressively, too. I know you're hungry. Like, he has that car salesman won't take no for an answer type shit. You're going to accept this free meal, dag nabbit, or so help me God.
Look hungry.
I'm fine.
Are you sure? Because you can pick any spot you want, we'll get you a free meal.
Dude, I'm not doing that, man.
You don't want a free meal?
No. Dude, what are you doing?
We're trying to get you a free meal.
I'm good, man.
Why are you acting like it's like we're just trying to help out the fast food workers? You're acting like we're like...
What?
We're just trying to help out the fast food workers. Why are you acting like we're like disrespecting you in this sense? You don't want a free meal? Maybe your coworker back there?
Are you recording?
Yeah, we're just trying to help out the fast food workers. Is that such a big deal, maybe?
No, are you gonna order anything?
No. We're just trying to help you guys out. We know how hard you guys work.
Oh, we're doing fine, thanks.
You disrespectful heathen, you dare decline the generosity of this benevolent gift that humanity's been given with this TikToker offering you a free meal? Are you out of your mind? I'll drop the sarcasm for a moment. I hate this. I think it's dog shit. But I will say at the very least, he's not like ruining anybody's day. Typically, douchebags on TikTok, when they start, you know, going to fast food employees, they do things that are just like harassment, sometimes even assault, and just make their lives miserable for their content. At least this guy's not doing anything to that degree. He's just making it seem like he's doing something far more meaningful and helpful than it actually is, and then patting himself on the back really hard for it, so it's pretty cringe. Like, he's not even doing the standard YouTuber thing of going through the drive-thru and giving them like $100, which I'm sure when YouTubers do that, the person who gets it appreciates it. Yes, it's very self-serving to do that content, but at the very least, at least somebody got that money. Here, he's not even doing that. He's doing less than the bare minimum of like an almost good deed, where he's treating them like zoo animals that he is going out of his way to feed out of the kindness of his heart. I don't know why he can't recognize how patronizing and how belittling that is to these workers who are just going about their day making an honest living, and now this asshole pulls up here, jerking himself off about how wholesome this is about to be, where he traps them in the worst dialogue tree ever, makes an awkward conversation they can't escape from, where they have to engage with this brain-rotted, up-dude-obsessed asshole, and then eventually they just say, okay, I'll just take this milkshake from over there. Just to shoo him away, like, get him to scram. Almost every single person in his videos seems really uncomfortable with this, bothered, and eventually just cave in and say, okay, I'll take, like, a milkshake or something small. And then this guy goes and just spends $4 and brings it back, and that's a mission complete. Post-its, that way everyone can applaud you for how nice of a guy you are for doing that, even though it's something that the employee didn't even want in the first place. And the guy you just saw in that clip wasn't playing ball with it. He wasn't going to indulge in this guy's savior complex or whatever the fuck he thinks he's parading around doing, so he was giving a hard, no, I'm fine, thanks, if you're not gonna get anything, just leave, just get the fuck out of here. And I can't believe this guy even posted this. He himself posted this TikTok, by the way. He starts being really disrespectful to the worker, and then in the caption to this TikTok, he said that there was something up with him. Like, somehow that first worker's the bad guy for not accepting your generosity. Yeah, what a real nice guy you are. The second someone doesn't want you to feed them that they never asked for, all of a sudden, yeah, that guy must be, like, deranged or something. What a strange guy. Something up with him. Man, it's just so delusional.
Am I hungry?
Are you hungry?
Am I hungry?
Yeah.
I guess so.
Pick any spot you want, we'll get you a free meal.
I don't understand why.
We're just trying to help out the fast food workers.
No, the fuck you are not. You are solely trying to help out yourself by giving the illusion that you're doing something good. Now, again, credit where credit's due. At the very least, he's not going in there destroying the business and, you know, harassing or assaulting the workers like a lot of TikTok pranksters have done in the past. At the very least, he's not actively hurting them in any way, but it's not like he's actually doing anything helpful or overly positive either. He's still, once again, just treating them like they are beneath him, and he is doing them a favor by being there and using them for content. I imagine every employee in these videos would have much rather he had just ordered something and then been about his day. Just fucking leave, as opposed to having this side quest appear in front of them. Because it's food they didn't even want in the first place, and I would venture a guess, pretty much all of them that just, you know, reluctantly said, okay, I'll take a pink drink, never even drank it out of fear of something being wrong with it, like contaminated, because most people aren't going to be that trusting of a stranger who scoots in sideways, fucking filming them in a drive-thru and then offering a free meal or free drink.
Here you go.
Seriously?
Yeah. We got you a fried rice for the side of it too.
Alright, well thank you.
Yeah.
I actually can't put this up. You guys getting anything?
No, we just wanted to help you out.
Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
You guys, I guess, have a good rest of your night?
Yeah, you too.
Pretty much every single video concludes with him explaining that he's doing this because he wants to help the fast food workers. Which, again, just sounds like a really belittling thing to say to someone who is actively working. Like, I'm here to help you because you need my help, clearly. Which is why I'm doing this out of the kindness of my soul. I'm helping you. And then every single worker that's showcased, when they do eventually just say, okay, I'll take it, and then he brings it, they just say, like, okay, thanks. Have a good rest of your night.
You didn't get anything, but I know you're hungry. Pick any spot you want.
I don't want to see that shit on the TikTok.
Oh, you don't want to be in it? Is it good? But you look hungry.
Huh?
You look hungry. Pick any spot you want, and we got you with a free meal on us.
Really?
A free meal, anywhere you want.
No.
No. Do you want a free meal?
No free meal.
Almost every single person in these videos says no, but then he just keeps pestering them over and over again, bothering them until eventually they give up and say, fine, I'll take this small meal or this small drink. The first person in this video didn't want any part of this garbage. Good for them. Even saying, don't want to be in this TikTok you're making, and then just shuts the window on him. And he still posts it. He still shamelessly posts that. And then the second group of fast food workers, the first person says no. Like, just straight up, nope, don't want that. And then he, like, targets someone in the back saying, you want a free meal? You want a free meal? And then she comes up and is like, oh, okay, no free meal, but I guess a drink? And then he goes and gets her a drink. Woohoo.
Are you hungry?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because you can pick any spot you want, we'll get you a free meal.
No, we work here, we eat for free.
No, anywhere, not just from here. It can be your favorite spot, like. Are you sure?
We're good.
Does she maybe want something back there? Would you like a free meal from any spot you want? Your favorite spot. What's your favorite spot to eat at?
Like from here?
No, from anywhere.
I don't know. I'm not from here. We live like an hour away.
What's your favorite spot though usually to eat?
I don't know. I've never been to Rocky Rococo.
It's a pizza place. You want something from there?
Sure.
What do you want?
Surprise me.
Surprise you?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll be back.
Okay.
Holy cannoli, just leave. They are both clearly not interested. They have said no, and he keeps prying, breaking her down until eventually she's like, okay, yeah, I guess that place you just said, yeah, you can get me something from there. Surprise me. She doesn't want it. You're not helping her. You're bothering them. You are bothering everyone you do this to. It just goes on and on and on. And a few of them have millions of views. So one of the fast food workers actually recognized him from this. Like, not actually recognized the guy, but when he said, "Are you hungry?" she immediately picked up on it, started giggling, saying, "Oh no, I saw this on TikTok, oh no," and just like uncomfortably laughing about it, and then still saying no. She doesn't want to participate in this. She doesn't want that free meal thing. And then eventually, someone in the background, he gets on the hook to eventually, you know, say, all right, I'll take this meal. But even the people in the industry who recognize this don't want to take part in it because it's not actually helpful, and they're not actually asking for your help in the first place. They're not begging for you to come save them with a free milkshake. It's just silly, and you are obsessed with getting your little good boy points on TikTok by pretending that you're doing something hugely positive and just groundbreakingly kind. It's just fucking dumb. I had to talk about it. That's it. See ya. I recognize this isn't a new phenomenon with grown adults stealing items from children at sporting events, but I would make the argument that it's becoming more and more common now. Maybe all those 5G towers really did take a toll on some people's brains here, because it is crazy how often I am seeing footage of these grown-ass adults just stealing candy from babies, like literally at these sporting events. I just learned about another one from last week at a Chiefs game where Patrick Mahomes was giving his headband to a 10-year-old who was actually there celebrating his birthday, apparently. And as Patrick Mahomes is giving the headband to the kid, this woman comes over, snatches it out of his hands, and then runs away, gets called out on it, and then makes the dumbest fucking TikTok video about it I've ever seen. But first, let me show you the evidence here that she stole it. think that's pretty obvious. There's other angles that show it even more clearly. I don't think it's necessary. I think that's pretty cut and dry there. But she then made a TikTok video after people were giving her shit for it.
To make something straight, I did not steal a headband from a little kid.
Yes, an excellent job cropping this photo to try and prove your innocence here. This would fool even the most seasoned of forensic experts, I would say. Irrefutable proof that she was the intended target, which you can tell because she's nowhere to be seen. In her own evidence here, you can see that she is reaching out in front of the child to take it from him. Like, come on, this is unreal. Also, she was dressed in Giants accoutrements. She was a Giants fan. I don't think Patrick Mahomes was intending to give you the headband. He didn't even register your presence there. This is so ridiculous. Oh my god, my voice is cracking. It's so absurd.
I just need to explain myself because everyone's having heart failure over this. You just need to understand, I'm at a football game. Last 2 minutes of the game, I allowed many people to come and sit down next to me or stand up or whatever you want to say. But I paid for my damn tickets. I paid. Well, Michael paid. All the same money. We paid for our tickets. It was 2 rows back. I went all the way in the front. People were coming from all over. Probably the nosebleeds.
This is a masterclass in how to become even more unlikable in a situation I thought it was impossible to be more hated. People already don't like her because she clearly steals from a child, and now in her response she gives people even more things to dislike her for. She's talking about how she allowed people into her area after she paid for those tickets to be there. Well, Michael paid, but it's her money too, obviously. In fact, it's mostly her money, really, I would argue. Lady, the game is over. That is now moot. You can go wherever you want in that area. You don't own it. But she's talking about it as if it's her fucking stadium. And being the benevolent saint she is, the angel, she allowed them with her grace to be in this vicinity with her. That's crazy. That is actually crazy, the delusion. And she even says she was 2 rows back, so she also went up. But then she's like, talking about how, like, these people came from everywhere. Probably the fucking nosebleeds or something. Those plebeians, these heathens, invaded my space.
I don't know if that kid was from the nosebleeds. I don't know if those were his seats or whatever. But people were saying, could we come and sit over there, stand over there? And I was saying, yeah, sure, whatever. Last 2 minutes of the game, they were all KC fans because the Giants lost, so all the Giants fans left. But I wanted to stay there and see if anyone's going to come down. Michael stood 2 rows behind me. Couldn't have even seen me because so many people were around standing up.
Who gives a fuck? It doesn't matter here in what happened. The game was over. You can now move around freely. If you were letting people in around you, that's so nice. What a superstar you are. Oh my goodness, that's the sweetest thing I've ever heard. But it also has nothing to do with you stealing the headband intended for a 10-year-old.
At the ending of the game, the KC players was coming. Not gonna lie, what's his face? McDuff, I think his name is, came right to me to give me his gloves. But I was looking behind him and was looking at Mahomes, and I was screaming, Mahomes, Mahomes. He got mad. He, like, sort of got upset. Looked at me and said, I'm not Mahomes. So he gave the gloves to the next door little girl next to me. She started crying. I felt bad for her, and I was rubbing her back. I said, are you okay? Don't worry about it, baby girl. They're just people. Don't cry.
I don't even know what that means. What kind of yappuccino are you serving up here? What the fuck? Jiminy Christmas? What? What the hell is even that? What are you even... Huh? What are you blabbering about? So, the pieces to this puzzle I don't think are going to fit together. Like, following the breadcrumbs that she's sprinkling out here, she's farting out a poop that I just don't understand. So she's saying she was screaming, Mahomes, Mahomes. Turns out it wasn't Mahomes, it was McDuff. I think she means McDuffie, would be my guess. She can't even bother to get the player's name right. Also, side note, she's a Giants fan. Why does she even want Chiefs gear? I imagine she just wants to resell it. That'd be my hunch. But anyway, so apparently McDuffie got upset, like, I'm not Mahomes, and then gave his gloves to a little girl next to her who started crying. So then she started to console the little girl, reassuring her that it's okay. They're just people. Yes, yes, of course. Now it's all starting to make sense. A confounding mystery, but it's becoming more and more clear. It's coming into focus now that I say it out loud. This must be how it feels to, like, do whippets. Like, listening to her speak actually makes me stupider.
I am not a thief. That little boy, when Mahomes came, if you look at the video, both of our hands was on it. He was right to the left of me. I didn't look in Mahomes' eyes to see where is he looking. I just seen he's handing out something. I put my hand, both of our hands was on it. I took it.
Yeah, but you definitely knew. The kid even said the lady just stole that from me. Like, you definitely did know you reached out to put your hand on it. He didn't just, like, set it in both your hands and say, like, good luck. It wasn't like the Dark Knight with the Joker doing an initiation. Like, he was clearly giving it to the kid. You reached out to grab it and put your hands on it and then take it from the kid. Like, that is clear in the video that you keep urging people to watch.
If he was 20 years old, would it even matter? If he was a 20-year-old man and both of our hands was on it, and if he would have took it away from me, would have been like, oh, you should have gave it to the woman. So if it was a guy and I'm a girl, then he should have gave it to the girl. But because he's a 10-year-old little boy or 8-year-old or whatever, how old he is, I should have gave it to him. But I didn't even know.
Good news, I just went and bludgeoned myself with a sledgehammer and I understand her perfectly now. This is a bulletproof defense. She's got us all in a checkmate. So, I think what she's trying to say here, very convoluted, is that if it was a 20-year-old man that she stole it from, would people still be upset? And the answer is, people would still think you're an asshole. And then she flips it saying, what if a guy took it from me? Would anyone care? And in that case, yeah, people would think he's an asshole. Like, stealing an item that was intended for somebody else and everyone sees it, they're going to think the person who stole it is an asshole. The fact you steal it from a child does make it significantly worse. 100%, yeah. This isn't the gotcha you think it is.
Why didn't they stop me and say, hey, yo, bitch, give it to my son or my brother? But no one didn't say nothing to me. I turned around, I walked away. I seen Mahomes. That's who I wanted to see. Why no one didn't say anything to me? But now you are posting it 1 week later?
It's your fault. I stole it and nobody stopped me. Thus, you have only yourself to blame. She's now trying this angle. Also, people did mention it, by the way. The kid even called it out that she stole it from him. And I'm pretty sure in one of the other videos I saw, someone else also mentioned it. She just ignored it and walked away. So, like, they did. But now she's, like, trying to say that, you know, the father or whatever should have reached out privately to tell her that it was intended for his son or whatever. So it's his fault.
Mahomes tried to give it to my son or my brother or whoever the hell he is to you. Look at this video. Look at, you put your hands on top of my son's hands and then you took it. You're older, you're stronger. You could have grabbed it more than he could have. Maybe I would have felt bad.
She literally talks like a 10-year-old. She sounds like a toddler. All you had to do was DM me and say that you put your hands on top of my son's hands and you're older, which means you're stronger, so you could have grabbed it more than he have. Holy shit. This is a grown woman, by the way. I don't know Michael, but listening to her speak, I feel bad for Michael. A conversation with her must be miserable. Dude probably has to leave milk and cookies out every year at Christmas. She probably still fucking stuck thinking Santa Claus is coming through.
But now you're trying to embarrass me. I don't think so. Okay. It is what it is. Make your son a tough man. Because we're trying to make everyone a little too weak in this world today in 2025.
Oh, when that line hit when I first watched this, I knew it was something special I was bearing witness to. So now she's saying the 10-year-old is too weak. I guess she was expecting the 10-year-old to just like fucking judo chop her or like throw her over his shoulder or something and body slam her. And because that didn't happen, now she's saying that the 10-year-old is too weak and that the father's like failed because raising a weak kid because a grown woman stole from him out of nowhere. What a great lesson. Yeah, you're raising a weak kid because he didn't attack a grown woman at a football stadium. Right. This is unreal. It's fucking unhinged.
It is what it is. You don't get everything you life happens. Do you know how many times I took my sons to baseball games when they were young? They would have catched the ball and then men would have came and took it out of their hands.
Well, I don't know, crazy lady. It almost sounds to me like you're raising some weak sons. You're telling me that at the ball game someone came and took the ball out of their hand and they didn't beat their ass? Based on what you just said here about that 10-year-old, almost sounds like to me you've got yourself a little bit of weakness in your own household, huh, now, doesn't it? Interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'll drop the sarcasm for a moment. I actually feel really bad for the kids. having their mom go on TikTok and just make a complete fucking fool of herself. Like, she tries to claim that everyone's trying to embarrass her, but it is her. It is her embarrassing herself. That's gotta be awful. That has really gotta be bad. And I really do feel awful for them.
Guys, I just want to talk to you guys for 1 minute from my heart. At the game, with all the noise and all the excitement, I honestly thought that Pat Mahomes was giving me the headline. I reached for it without thinking. Later, I found out that it was meant for that little boy for his 10-year-old birthday. When I found out, I felt horrible because I don't want to ruin anyone's little time at the game and ruin their little birthday. To the young boy, I'm sorry that I ruined your moment. You should have had your moment for your birthday.
She takes her foot off the gas in a follow-up video where she releases this apology here. Very different tune she's singing this time around. I guess the first one didn't really go over the way she had hoped it did. Well, her excuses don't really work anymore, though, because she already made it clear in her last one that she didn't feel horrible at all, even calling the kid weak. So this kind of falls flat on its fucking face here. And she also can no longer make the claim about being confused, which would have been like a legitimate thing, because there is the potential that she was confused and thought maybe it was intended for her. But she already made it clear that was not the case in the last video. So yeah, while it's a valiant attempt at trying to seem more sympathetic this time around, like, oh, this is a sincere apology, you should have had your special birthday and I'm sorry, it was such a mix-up, a very unfortunate set of circumstances. It doesn't work anymore.
Got an update on Joey. I want you guys to watch this.
Oh, they signed it. They signed it. No, we didn't. They signed it. Oh my God. What's in there? Oh, the real deal. I
just wanted to tell you that I meant no harm done, but it all worked out in the best, and you got so much more. You got an autographed jersey.
And this is her latest video on it. So the Chiefs sent Joey a lot of gear that is signed, a lot of autographed gear, and she's talking about how happy she is that he got all of that. Yep. And that's that. Anyway, I just wanted to yap about this a bit. It had me laughing really hard watching her first response video. That's really about it. So yeah. I just saw something really cool. It's a sugar daddy shopping spree stream.
It's about if you want me to have them. It's not about that.
We're gonna take those.
Mm-hmm.
That's so badass. We'll take them both. What princess wants, she gets. I'll just go ahead and take a little extra money out of my grandkids' Christmas cards this year. So this dude who looks like someone tried to create David Hasselhoff in the Soul Calibur character creator is the sugar daddy of this streamer, and she did a stream where he just bought her a ton of shit.
Wait, I feel like I'm gonna cry. Did you show me that? Wow. I'm obsessed. Harry, you have no idea what you just did.
Unironically, he might not know what he just did. He is old. He looks like he was around when they first invented chocolate. There's a good chance he forgot that he just bought you this. You shouldn't be taking him to the mall to just buy you a ton of expensive items. You should be getting him some fucking Metamucil. I've made fun of sugar daddies for a long time. I think it's one of the more pathetic things you can do. I have more respect for people that lick public toilet seats clean, to be honest. But seeing it unapologetically streamed here and putting a face to the title, it was just like a new level of sad. This guy throws on the leather jacket, puffs out his chest, and just starts buying his kitten everything under the sun in the hopes that she'll fall in love with him. Even though it's super clear from the stream, she's just using him as a piggy bank, and that's it. And even beyond that, it goes a step further. She's now streaming it. So using him not only as a piggy bank directly, but also as a prop for even more money through her stream. It's also not the first time she's streamed a date with the sugar daddy. She streamed like this entire outing of expensive indulgence, and it seems like she's got him wrapped around her finger. It is a coin block, and she is Mario just jumping and popping all the coins out as often as she can here.
Thank you.
Start of that.
I know, and I've been wanting it for so long.
That's what you said.
You guys. Oh my god. I can't even believe it. Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Happy holidays. Oh my god.
That little glitch in the footage seemed like something straight out of a horror film, like the videotapes from The Ring. But yeah, he'll spend oodles of cash for a quick peck on the lips and a brief hug, and she'll usually laugh about it, look uncomfortable, and then show off the items to the chat. Now, I watched some of the date stream she did with Terry, and then I watched some of this shopping spree stream as well. She actually treats this guy like she's taking care of her senile grandfather.
She's helping the customers that are buying shit. He said, where does she go? To the people that are fucking paying. Come on, Terry. I'm gonna start asking other people's boyfriends to buy me shit at this point. Love you, Terry, but come on, bro.
A little peek behind the curtain there. Who could have seen this coming? She doesn't actually care about Terry. What? Oh no. That just shattered my whole universe. Who could have imagined? I also can't help but just be in awe of her gluttony. He just bought her some expensive shit and now she's like, might have to just start asking other people's boyfriends to buy me things. Tick-tock, Terry. Come on, you're awfully slow here. Let's get this farty sharded. I'm going to need more expensive items. I haven't had my fill yet. I'm not satiated. Terry, you might want to really start jogging over there and get her attention so you can buy me more things.
You were talking big game, and then we get onto the field, and suddenly you're underperforming, which is fine. I'll pay for my own fucking bag, but I want to leave with a fucking bag. I love you, but you know.
What an angel. Terry, you lucky dog. It's easy to see why you've fallen head over heels in love with this saint. I almost threw $100 at my computer screen. When she was complaining right there, I thought, no, she needs this money. Someone hasn't bought her something in minutes. She's gonna starve. I just can't believe she actually has the gall to get this angry in public and on stream about Terry not buying her enough. Saying that he talked a big game but now is underperforming after already buying her some expensive shit. Come on, man, wake up. I truly will never understand this whole sugar daddy mentality. I don't get it.
Oh, I don't fucking work here, I'm sorry. I'm waiting for somebody that does. Yeah, I'm in the same boat. My sugar daddy isn't paying. Yeah, my sugar daddy's here. Look, wait for him to come in. He told me he was talking big fucking game, right? Get in here, suddenly, I don't know if I like it. It doesn't look garbage, it's for me. It doesn't look garbage, it's for me.
I can't even put on any sarcasm for this part. It's just too insufferable. She is fuming, throwing a temper tantrum because Terry hasn't bought her enough. And she starts whining to just normal people in the store about it as well. Just exposition dumping, just throwing out all of the lore about this. Well, my sugar daddy said he would do all this, and then he hasn't done that. Like, how can you have so little shame?
Okay, let's get that in the spot.
Let's do it?
Let's get that.
Really, Stan? Stop.
Let's just get that.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We don't have to. We can walk out right now.
We'll go ahead and get it. Okay.
You better get it while he's saying yes.
Yeah. We'll go ahead and get it.
It's just so painful. I'm guessing Terry got stun-locked for a bit, fighting with the devil on his shoulder, arguing about whether it's a good idea or not to keep buying her all of these things. He eventually did cave in and buy it for her. But I really get the impression, since he took a little while to think on it, really just let it marinate, let the juices stew, that he doesn't have, like, $1 billion to just be pissing away thousands on a girl who treats him like a fucking zoo animal. Like, it feels to me like this is a guy who's just been really manipulated by this streamer, and now he just keeps spending more and more money to try and make her love him. Of course, I could be very wrong. This could very well be like a superstar sugar daddy with 50 sugar babies, all of whom he's letting suckle from his bosom, his financial bosom. It's very possible that he's got his financial teats and his udders just fucking spurting milk all this money to tons of different women. I have no idea, really. But just the fact that it took him a while to decide to buy this for her makes me think that he really had to consider that financial decision.
Let me know if you want me to pay you back. She's excited. Get something right. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'll be right back. So much. Did you get taken care of? Not yet.
Dude in the background knows this is a bunch of barnacles. His expression really sums it all up. It's so fucking weird. She hits some Fortnite emotes while she celebrates getting this man to spend more money on her. Even drops the "I'll pay you back" line, knowing full well she has no intentions of doing that whatsoever. And if Terry did actually say, "Hey, can you pay me back?" there would be hell. It would be scorched earth. It would be the last time Terry ever saw her face. She would lose her mind, go ballistic, go off her fucking gourd.
Cheers, sweetheart. I'm looking at you. You're beautiful.
You're so sweet.
And you're fun. And you are pretty fucking smart. I try to throw stuff by you, but I tried 3 or 4 things. I didn't get anything by you.
Thank God.
But I'm not giving up. I'm going to continue.
You can keep trying. One day, if I'm really drunk, you'll get me. But I couldn't drink today. I was driving.
Okay, no D&D. No drunken driving.
Terry,
okay.
my Tiffany bracelet, my necklace, the purse.
The purse that we...
And they say chivalry's dead. Romance, like something out of a fairy tale. Terry, she's not pretty fucking smart. You're pretty fucking dumb, man. Open your eyes. You're being used for your clams, man. God, this whole sugar daddy thing, like I said, is just so sad. I don't know if Terry's been manipulated into this role or if he is someone who is a proud sugar daddy. That I'm not really sure of. I can't quite tell from the little bits of the streams I've seen of them together. But Jesus Christ, it is so painful to watch. Goodness gracious, holy cannoli. Anyway, I just had to share this because I could not believe that we're at a point now where we're getting sugar daddy streams. Oh, fuck. That's really about it. See ya. Have you ever wondered why you're not a millionaire right now? Well, the reason's pretty simple. It's because you don't have the right morning routine. You haven't optimized your day-to-day like all the other rich people in the world have. It's the only thing holding you back. All you have to do is follow what countless YouTubers have shown you for their morning routines and you're guaranteed millions of dollars. I've clowned on rich people morning routine videos for years and I will continue to do so forever because for some reason these fucking things are still popular. And it's always just the same garbage regurgitated over and over again like it's 2 girls, 1 cup. Get up at 4 a.m. You gotta be ready to grind. You gotta start your day while everyone else is sleeping. While they're snoozing, catching Z's, you're catching W's. 4 a.m. when even the Sandman is slumbering. You're doing 100 push-ups, then you drink a raw egg smoothie, then brush your teeth using coal instead of toothpaste, and rub powderized rhino horn on your nipples. And then like 50 other steps that take like 5 hours, and then by like 9 a.m. after you've done everything imaginable like it's a triathlon, then you start to maybe think about doing something productive. It's all just nonsense. Almost every single time these videos are just there to promote products. Usually they're sponsored videos, and they are always pushing a wide array of things that you'll never need. It's just because they get a kickback for it, for like supplements or skin creams or hair shit, grooming shit. It's never like authentic. And today I want to show you one that I just saw from a YouTuber named Alex Costa, whose video is titled "The Morning Routine That Made Me Millions." So it leads people to believe that if they follow this, they might be able to start making some millions too, just because they're following this successful person's routine. I want to pop a quick addendum here, a little free pro tip. He's in New York for this. And making $1 million in New York is like making $20 anywhere else in the country. 1 million clams in New York gets you maybe a 1-bedroom apartment with 100 rats for roommates. So I'd wager a guess Alex Costa didn't make his millions through this morning routine in New York. And far be it from me to question the expert here, but I don't think the morning routine was what was necessarily getting him all of that money.
Hey Google, play my AC morning playlist.
I didn't even realize I had the video set to 2x speed until right now when I was watching it back, and I thought to myself, something's gone awry here. The music sounds like Stardew Valley if it was sped up. And then I went back to the video and realized I had set it to 2x speed. I don't even know when I did that. I must have just got real bored when I watched it the first time. Anyway, though, everything so far is just so normal. He gets up at 7 o'clock. That's like a reasonable time to get up. He splashes some water on his face. He puts on some deodorant. He makes the bed. Super simple stuff. At the very least, to Alex Costa's credit, he's not doing something over the top and ridiculous like, I get up at 5 a.m. and the first thing I do is I drive my monster truck through a fucking brick wall just to feel alive and start my day. You get used to seeing Forte. There's a lot of those products here, interestingly enough. Maybe in order to be a millionaire, you gotta start getting Forte products, I think is the message it's trying to get across, as well as a perfectly positioned power crunch bar. But the keen eye, the astute observers may have noticed something fishy when it zoomed in on the power crunch bar. I actually don't think you would have seen this because I have it set to 2x speed when I was recording it. But when I watched it at normal speed, you can see the clock on his iPad actually says 12:43. So he's just full of shit here that he's working by 7:30 a.m. That's a load of horseradish. Now, to give him the benefit of the doubt, perhaps it's all just a dramatic recreation of his morning routine. So for the sake of filming it, he didn't actually do his normal morning routine for this. He helped elevate it with the filming, but normally he's working at 7:30 a.m. Or, to go even further, maybe he's just telling us about the routine that made him millions, and now that he's made millions, he doesn't follow this shit at all. Now he gets up at 12 o'clock, stumbles out of bed, morning wood, maybe busts a load into the toilet, and then starts his day kind of whenever he wants. That's certainly possible too. The big thing to remember when watching these videos is they're mainly there to sell you on something, either the products that are presented in them, this one is literally sponsored by something called Whoop, or they're there to sell you on an idea that they've made hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars through this routine, and you can too if you follow it and follow them. And in this case, it's both. It aims to do both. I would like for a really honest rich person routine to come out at some point, like just some fucking absurdly wealthy person's like, hey, here's my my daily routine. I wake up covered in shit and puke after last night's ayahuasca bender. Once again, it's not the time that he says it is. It's not 8:20 a.m. It's 1:28 p.m. There's like a whole minute worth of Whoop sponsored section, and I'm pretty sure that was the reason this video got made in the first place, is because Whoop wanted an ad slot with him, so he thought he'd just throw out a fucking morning routine video, and then he could also just cram it with products out the wazoo for like Forte and the meal prep plan and all of that. It's not a morning routine video. He is making a commercial, and people really think that this is what he does day to day. Forte is his brand. It's his products. In a shock to nobody. I'm sure you could kind of pick up on that. I'm sure you were able to sniff that out, considering every fucking square inch of this video has some kind of Forte placement in it. Thank heavens I had this video in 2x speed. I would hate for anyone to go through the agonizing, excruciating torture of watching all of that at normal speed, because it's literally like 1:30 all about him just putting Forte in his hair and beard and all of that. I still really don't understand why people actually like morning routine videos. You don't get anything valuable out of it. You're watching a guy just take a shower and put shit in his hair and beard, his own products, to try and sell you on it. Like, what did you learn there? Hygiene? Like, do hygiene in the morning? Like, that's a good idea? If you're an adult that has to watch a morning routine YouTube video to be taught that good hygiene is important, you're already fucked.
Yo, that's good. Bro, these photos from the Forte shoot yesterday, they're sick. Really? Dude, check them out. Yo, these came out tough. What? Bro, look at this.
Bro, come over here. Check this shit out. That photo shoot from yesterday with Forte, you know, the brand that we own. Look at how these photos came out. They're like the Mona Lisa. Like, aren't they awesome? Do you think I look hot enough, though? Like, be honest, be honest. Like, do I look hot enough? Okay, alright. Now we spend an hour photoshopping girth on my Forte photos, like that's part of the daily routine or some shit. I just find these so fucking stupid. I really do. Like, a normal person is not going to have a job like Alex Costa where they sit around and just stare at photos of themselves, and that's work. This daily routine is not going to work for 99% of human beings on the planet. It's just, like, what the fuck is the point? It's, there's nothing new there. You watch a guy pretend that he gets up at 7, pretend to work out at 8, pretend to do all of these things throughout the day, and it culminates with his work being staring at photos of himself at home. Like, this is not a morning routine that is beneficial or helpful or insightful to, like, anybody in his audience at all. It's all just here to push products in their face in a sly way. It's, I don't know, I just think it's so fucking cringe. I had to talk about it. That's about it. See ya. I feel like TikTok has been on the brink of death for like the last 5 months. I swear, like every 3 weeks there'd be a news story about how TikTok is finally going to get banned. It's going to die. The government's coming out. We're tired of TikTok stealing our hentai haven passwords. We're taking this bad boy down. There's no more. But TikTok is like a cat. This fucking thing has 9 lives. Somehow it just keeps persisting even though there's been like this crazy war on TikTok. And then a couple days ago, they're like, you know what? We're finally slapping our cock on the table. We're flopping dick out here. And we're saying, you know what? TikTok is going to be banned from the App Store starting on Sunday. Starting on Sunday, you won't be able to download TikTok. Owning TikTok will be viewed as a capital offense and you will be hanged in front of the world to see for this kind of criminal activity. And then on November, we're erasing TikTok from everyone's phone, and we are going to send the Men in Black to neuralize every TikTok user to forget that it ever existed. That's how much we fucking hate TikTok, and we are going to ban it as hard as possible. And then Sunday rolls up, which is today, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, TikTok's fine, Walmart bought it or something. Once again, TikTok squeaks out a victory from between their ass cheeks here out of nowhere. Me personally, I don't give a fuck one way or the other anymore if it's banned or if it's not banned. I don't know the whole history of what's actually being spied on when you download TikTok. If it has all my personal photos, I just kind of feel sorry for whoever's having to digest all of that information there, because I still have those pictures of my hairy asshole when I was taking pictures of my butthole trying to shave it. So they might just outright stop the spying program because of me. Just be like, holy shit. this is disgusting. This is more than we bargained for. Shut this entire operation down, and then I could be viewed as like a hero, some kind of patriot that fought against spyware and won. But overall, I've never liked the idea of banning things. I hate censorship, but at this point, since I don't know everything about what the fuck TikTok does behind the scenes, I just don't care one way or the other, and I don't use the app in the first place. I don't like the content. So for me, I've just been enjoying this WWE performance with this back and forth of the TikTok war. What I want to do today, though, is show you the most powerful TikTok I've ever seen. You could argue this is either the best TikTok ever made or the worst TikTok ever made. This could either be the best reason for TikTok's continued existence or the #1 reason why TikTok should be banned and viewed as a war crime. I'm going to go ahead and share that with you now.
No, I mean, like, I told her. Oh, no. Did someone not make it to the toilet? Is someone a poo-poo stinky baby? Did you poo-poo stinky all over the floor? You're a poo-poo stinky baby. You're uh-oh stinky poo-poo baby.
Now there's a lot to unpack here. This is what's called a duet on TikTok, and it is a simulated kidnapping. So, as you can see on the right, we'll go through this again, of course, and we can break it down scene by scene, but as you can see the setup, you can see these two girls acting out what seems to be a hostage that has shit herself in the bathroom, and then she's coming in kind of condemning her for that kind of behavior, for not making it to the toilet, which was right in front of her, but she's also kind of experiencing a bit of jubilation because now she gets to eat her shit, which I guess she enjoys. And this is just so much better, leagues above all of the lip syncing and dancing. Like, I don't care what your perspective is on TikTok, you have to at least appreciate that this is a lot better than like what's popular on TikTok at the moment. So let's go back, we'll go scene by scene here and see what's exactly going on here.
No, I mean, like, I told her. Oh no! Did someone not make it to the toilet?
I saw this video about a year ago, and this is kind of what I think of when I think of TikTok these days. It's just something that was really burned into my mind. It's just a wild scene that plays out here. It's like something you would see out of a Quentin Tarantino film, except there's less barefoot foot fetish shit in this little TikTok than in one of his films. So, as you can see, she's just kind of relaxing. She's not very happy about being kidnapped for obvious reasons. And then this lady comes in after having a conversation and immediately noticing that she had an episode where she took a fat shit on the floor.
Is someone a poo-poo stinky baby? Did you poo-poo stinky all over the floor?
She begins name-calling and just kind of embarrassing the hostage in this situation here, and you can see it really start to weigh in on her. She's not happy about being called an uh-oh stinky poo-poo baby. Like, who would? If somebody came in on me when I was taking a shit on the floor and called me an uh-oh stinky poo-poo baby, I'd be pretty fucking tight. I'd be like, well, you know, my hands are tied. Like, what am I supposed to do? I can't exactly get to the toilet, lift it up, and take a shit there. So I just had to splatter paint it all over your floor. Like, there's nothing else I could do. And I don't appreciate being called a poo-poo stinky butt baby. Uh-oh stink master, super stink baby. Just, you know, I did this and I'm already embarrassed about it. You don't have to rub it in my face.
You're a poo-poo stinky baby.
Obviously, right here is the most climactic moment of the entire short. This is just the most shocking plot twist here. She begins eating the feces. Now, you would obviously think that she's probably just eating some fudge or like a little piece of chocolate cake or something, but I like to imagine she actually did just eat like a straight up piece of dog shit, just to really sell the performance here and just really sell the entire short. If you want to make that leap from TikTok to Hollywood, you either have to have sex with Harvey Weinstein or be willing to eat some real shit on camera. So if she did just take the easy way and just use some melted chocolate or something like that, she's just not gonna make it in Hollywood.
You're uh-oh stinky poo-poo baby.
So yeah, that's about the end of that short right there. I'll leave it up to you as the viewer to decide your own interpretation of this little short film. Kind of leave it open-ended like a Christopher Nolan ending like Inception. If you think this is a good representation for why TikTok should be banned or should stay. But yeah, anyway, crazy what's been going on with TikTok recently. Who knows, maybe in 2 more weeks it will go back to being banned. Walmart will just say, fuck this, we're going back to selling Charlie Yu-Gi-Oh cards or something. And they'll just wipe their hands with the whole TikTok deal. Who knows? It's been a wild ride for TikTok, and yeah, that's about it. See ya.